It's me, Rolando G. And as you can see on the screen here, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. The reason why I got these two on the screen is because I don't know if you heard just about a day or so or 2 days ago, uh, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett have a situation of a young Negro male artist or Afro American black male artist by the name of Alasina, age 27 years old, says that Will Smith gave his blessing to Alasina to be able to sleep with Miss Pinkett Smith, as you can see on the left here. And when I heard this, I was like, what the hell? I'm like, why would a married man want a singer to sleep with his wife? Now, if you know, Will and Jada, I think got married in the mid to late 90s. So they've been together for over, I'd say 23, 24 years. Okay. And their first child was was it Willow? Or was it Willow or was it Jaden? I think their first child was Jaden Smith, their son, from the Karate Kid remake, and then their little singer, but she ain't really doing much now. She's on her mother's Red Table Talk, Jada's Red Table Talk. What's her name? Willow. Now, as I continue with this, this is why you, as an Afro American male, black male, whatever you want to, whatever they're titling us as, but to be politically correct, black American men, you are right now the laughing stock right now, because you are allowing the so-called black on black love to be tainted right now, especially with the situation with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Now, I know that they are a celebrity black couple in Hollywood. I understand that they are. But this is why I bring this up, because this adds to SYSBM. I mean, how can I really put this? Black men, guys like Will Smith need to understand how embarrassing it is for Afro black American men to be in this position right now, especially being a celebrity. This could be any man, okay, in this situation, and not having enough guts to say, hey, this is wrong, this shouldn't be, this is my wife. Does this guy have any receipts? Does this guy have any receipts? Does this guy have any receipts to show that went down between me and my wife? Now, supposedly their son Jaden introduced them to his friend Alasina back in the I guess the early mid 2000s, and this is when I guess the so-called relationship I guess was going on between Jada and that youngster who's now 27. Okay. And I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, this dude must have been 16, a minor at the time. Jada, a mid 30-something-year-old grown-ass woman, sleeping with a teenage kid. Obviously, this is what was going on. I mean, and this even puts you silly women of color. This makes you even look even worse, because we all know how y'all are the most ones that will sleep with just about anybody, aka these young, dumb, young males. I mean, this happens elsewhere as well, but it's mainly within the Daggle community as well. So I don't even know what to even how to even describe this situation. I mean, like I said again, Jada and Will are both celebrities, actors in Hollywood, and they have to understand how this makes the Afro-American community in general even look far more worse when they have this being put on display. I mean, the Afro-American community is already screwed up as it already is, but this even adds more salt to injury. adds more salt on the wound than it should be. And it's just amazing how, you know, you can just let this leak and have this dude. And it's just like, what is this Alasina singer? What is his MO out of all this? Is he? I mean, is it money? Is it fame and notoriety that I slept with a famous actor's wife? You know. Now, I mean, Jada Pinkett is not a bad-looking woman. By all means, she's not. But it just adds more insult. Actually, she looks like her mother right here in this picture now. She's looking more like her mother. I'm noticing that. Wow. Anyway, but yeah, you know, it's just amazing how, you know, that this Alasina dude can come out here and say this. And Will Smith, as a grown man, is not saying, hey, dude, hey, hey, get my publicist, hey, get my publicist to talk to his people, hey, dude, you know, hey, this is defamation of character. What are you doing? Will to actually seriously ask this youngster, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you trying to embarrass me, or are you trying to embarrass yourself? What do you want out of this? Now, obviously, I read an article stating is that Will gave his blessings to Jada to sleep with the youngster. That this was going to just blossom their marriage even more if they. And then the other rumor is that Jada and Will have an open marriage. If this is the case, I have no clue. I don't want to go off gossip or rumors. I just want to go off the facts that is stating right here what's been publicized just now about this Alasina kid saying that, hey, Will Smith was cool with me putting it on his wife, or his wife putting it on me, and then he started to say, I guess in another article they said he started to say how much he was so in love with Jada, and man, I guess Jada really put it on this youngster. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, this is unbecoming of marriage. I mean, marriage looks worse than ever when you have a situation like this. And especially when it's supposed to be black on black love. Okay. Which doesn't exist, but there's pockets of it still. Okay. There are still black men that want to still date, that still want to deal with black women. You know, but in this case, a celebrity, quote unquote, power couple like Jada and Will, they ought to both know better. They are Generation X grown folks that need to be slapped for this. I mean, they need to be like, I mean, they need their actor and celebrity cards freaking revoked. I mean, I know actors of non-ethnicity, you know, have more issues and more stuff going on too. But this is just, we can't even criticize our own so-called melanated people of color, because this is getting out of hand. This is really sincerely. And then Jada got the nerve to get on Snoop Dogg. Jada, you got the nerve, got the plum nerve to get on Snoop Dogg and have Snoop Dogg apologize to Gayle King, because he was right for putting Gayle King to task. And now this BS. And now you sleeping with doggone youngsters when you in your 30s at the time. And no telling how long this has been going on. And no wonder why she allows her silly ass daughter to be on her table talk. Because if Willow was my daughter and that was my wife, I say you need to take her off that show. She ain't grown. Now Willow's a little grown, look getting older, but it's like she ain't had the experiences of the adult life. But this is why Hollywood, I really have no respect for Hollywood. Like, now that I'm finding out more and more how these people operate, how they raise their kids, how they just, I mean, they didn't even raise their kids properly. Like, they just allow them to do anything they want. And I'd be damned if I had kids, because I've been taught by the older school, because I didn't have it easy when I was coming up. My parents didn't let me do a lot of shit. And maybe I have to be thankful for that. Because a lot of these kids nowadays that are coming up, that's why I'm so afraid to even produce kids in this era. I mean, Now we talk about, us as SYSBM men, traveling and doing our thing, going overseas, finding good wives. But if I were to raise my kids, I wouldn't want to raise my kids here in the United States. And I've said this in plenty past videos. But this is ridiculous. This is why I probably don't even really want to become an actor or a damn celebrity at any, facets of the entertainment industry, because your shit is put on display so much, especially if you are what you call a quote unquote an A-lister. This is bad. This is real bad. And this dude coming out the woodwork with this so-called story, is it made up? I don't know. I don't really think it is. I think that Jada and Will probably have done stuff like this, and probably Will Smith has done his little thing on the side. But this is just, I don't mean to get on celebrity stuff, but this is what makes the community look more worse. And then we all talk about how we need to stay united and trying to check each other, but then we got dirty ass backyards. Especially you damn black celebrities. You ought to be a damn shame of yourself letting this shit get out. But anyway, at the end of the day, I don't know if this is going to make or break Jada and Will's marriage. It may. Because they've already got a weird ass marriage anyway. And the way that they've haphazardly have allowed their kids to run amok, I don't get it. Jada, Jaden, Lil Jaden's weird. Willow's weird. The only probably kid he has from the previous relationship with I think his ex-wife's name is Cherie, and that he married her at the time he did Fresh Prince, from what I believe. She's married, I guess, to a so-called pastor, his ex-wife is, and his son looks like he got a good head on it looks like the young brother's got a good head on his shoulders. That's Will Smith's oldest son from his marriage to Cherie Smith, his ex-wife. So, I don't know, man. If Tupac was alive, I know he would put Jada to task. Tupac would put Jada to task, because knowing how pro-black and pro just Black Panther-y and just pro-black Tupac was, though I'm not down with pro-black. Okay, I told you I hate the pro-wax. But anyway, I just know that Tupac would just tear into Jada about this. And I think he would call Will Smith a punk. I believe that Tupac would say some, who knows, within his older age. He'd be the same age as Jada if he was still living. Because Jada was born in 71. He's born in 71. They both be 49. They're almost damn near 50. Or if Tupac was alive, he would be 50. He'd be close to in age to Jada. So, he probably has some choice words about this shit. He really would. But at the end of the day, Will Smith and Jada's situation of this young guy who claims that he slept with Jada back in the days, and he started falling for her, and she put that thing on him. Because in the words of that song by Ideal, Jada put that thing on him. All right, man. This is Rolando G, man. This is a wacky story, man. And I hope y'all look more up at it. The young cat that's talking about this situation of how he was allowed to sleep with Will Smith's wife. His name is Alasina or Alasini. He's 27 years old, and the brother looked weird. That's all I can say about that. All right, y'all, stay safe. We still going through this bullshit COVID-19, but let us not let it get us down. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm out.